Damaria, can you kind of talk us through that play? When that ball is loose and you're chasing it down, what are you thinking? And when you go up for that finish, you see the ball sink, what are you thinking there through?
Making the layup. That was the only thing that was going through my head right now. It was really just more trying to get into his body and using the rim to shut him off a little bit. So that was really what I was thinking about, just making a layup.
I don't know if it was the last possession that UCF had where they were kind of running around trying to avoid getting fouled, where it looked like there was a point in time where you kind of got frustrated about something. I don't know what, but to go from that to this, just have you ever been a part of a situation where it's been that kind of drastic roller coaster, like where you think you're just a few seconds away from losing and then in the blink of an eye?
Nah, I said this is my first time experiencing, but it's always just keep a clear mind and just keep playing. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. Like everybody didn't know like we was gonna get a steal at the time, so just keep playing to the buzzer.
Were you trying to foul? Like, were you guys trying to foul there?
Yeah, we was.
Yeah.
It was just they were just moving around a little quick, so I don't think they was gonna give us the little foul call, but we got a hand on the ball and it saved us.
And then Elijah, what was this like for you? I mean, obviously it did not go great down the stretch for you guys offensively until the very end, but you were having to fill in at point guard a lot with Kendrick out. Like, what did you, I guess, what was it like out there without Kendrick, and what did you learn from this experience if you need to go without him for a couple games?
It was definitely tough just because that was the first, I guess, long stretch we've had this whole season without him on the floor. So it was just it was just uncomfortable, I guess, for everybody because that I guess comfort of having your player to your point guard and not out there just has a big effect on your team in the game. But that was the main thing, just staying the course. I mean, it definitely showed us that even through like adversity and players going down, like we stick together as a group, we can win against anybody.
When you have the biggest bucket of the game like that, what does that do for you? Like when you see that fall through and knowing like your teammates are right there and that's the game winner. What was that moment like for you? Just to see the ball go through the hoop.
I feel like it just gave me more confidence to keep going out there and play. And I feel like we had to do it. Kendrick broke the record earlier, setting the scoring record, so we had to win. So it was pretty good.
All right, this question is for Elijah. Seemed like you guard every position this game. The last time you played UCF, Horton had obviously a 30-point game. This time around, you guys held him to 6 points. He shot 2 for 13 from the field. How does it feel knowing, even with a close win, that you limited him considering the way he did the last time?
I think that's something I've kind of taken on that role, like almost every game, just trying to really guard the team's best player, like especially if they're guards or wings, just taking on that challenge and making it difficult, not letting their best players get off and get easy points.
Okay. Elijah, can you talk about, like, after this big win we had at home, but going on the road at Houston?
It starts in the morning. We got practice, film, just stick together as a group. We don't know who we're gonna have as a group, but we got to be ready to compete no matter who's out there, and just be ready to just compete the whole 40 minutes against Houston.
For Damaria, two questions about that last sequence. First, did you try to punch the ball loose? And then secondly, when you're finishing, Coach said you usually often finish, and he was working with you on finishing maybe finish with your left, and you often finish with your right. Can you take me through both of those, punching the ball loose and how you finished, if you were thinking about that?
Yeah, that was my whole intention, try to get a hand on the ball. Just playing around Alex Lomax like in practice and stuff like that before he got injured, just showing me how to be that defensive player. So I feel like I tip my hat off to him and to Coach too for making sure like my left hand is really good. So can't complain about that.
And then lastly, you've had a difficult year getting eligible to begin with and then transitioning in. Can you put into words what this, to have a moment like this after the up and down year you've had?
I say it's a blessing. A lot of stuff goes on, a lot of stuff goes through my head, just I feel like you gotta stick with it and just be there and don't give up.
Elijah, first 3 minutes of the game, y'all opened up the largest lead of the game, 15 points. Then from there on, the wheels came off. What happened offensively that you were not able to score offensively?
Our point guard got hurt. But we definitely, I think when he went down, we definitely got a little stagnant on offense because, like you said, it just takes away your rhythm when he's out there almost the whole game, every single game. So it just makes it difficult to get good shots and get what you really want. So we had to go to some different things that we don't normally do against most teams.
This for the both of you guys. So, the emotions of tonight, how do you enjoy this for the rest of the day or night and, just turn your attentions to Houston so quickly?
I think, I don't know, it's definitely, it's tough just because, that was just a really tough game. But, the big picture, just that one win doesn't really do it for you. So, now the focus goes on to Houston, and then whatever games after that is just on to the next.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just feel like it's on to the next, and we can celebrate this win, but we have a big game coming up on Sunday that we really need to get. So just follow the game plan tomorrow in practice, watch film, and we're gonna see the outcome on Sunday.
This for either or both. I know, Elijah, you said obviously from basketball standpoint, it's hard to score without your point guard, but when you see him go down like that, probably the worst we've seen him go down, how much does that affect you psychologically? Is he going to be okay? What's going to happen next? That kind of deal as you're trying to finish the game.
I think everybody's wondering how bad it was, because like he said, player of the year of the conference, so he's a really big piece of the team. So just have him going down, it just had other people step up like Elijah did. So hopefully we get him back.
Back, fellas. I know this is a game winner. Wave my hand back. I know this is a game winner. You guys get one more win, but the stakes were really big in this one. This was in the beginning of the year. Did it feel like, hey, we kind of saved the season a little bit with this one?
Definitely for sure. We've had some tough losses that I feel like we shouldn't have had, and it's gonna make, I guess, the rest of our road a little bit more difficult. But we definitely needed wins like that, not to give those up, especially heading to trying to get to NCAA tournament.
Elijah back here. There's a thing online right now, people talking about you being the off-the-ball, cut-to-the-basket god. You're the guy you're the best at that. Tell us about that part of your game and why it's so important for you to and kind of where you learned that from. Is that just a part of the IQ that you have, or what is it?
Well, I think that was kind of something I just started doing here when I played with because most of the time in my career I've been on the ball, I've had the ball in my hands, but playing with KD and Dre, they get so much attention that I'm off the ball. It's easy for me to just cut and get easy layups. The defense is so everybody's heads is on them when they got the ball. So I think that's just the role I got the past few months playing here.
Can either one of you guys describe what the scene was like in the locker room after this? Was it pandemonium or was it what was the scene like?
There's a lot of hype.
Is it not safe for work or
I wouldn't say it's not safe for work, but I feel like we kept it calm, more professional. We was hyped about it, but our main focus is the next game.